This video is for my friend Santiago, who doesn't have time to get to the gym, but wants to keep his legs strong for soccer to prevent more injuries. This routine does not require any equipment, so follow along and give it a shot. Let's get after it. We're going to get right after it with some squats. No need for a warm-up because the exercise is the warm-up. We're going to start with 20 squats here, and then the routine will be squats, push-ups, and a core exercise to start with. I don't like to get super deep with the squats. In most sports, you don't require that much range of motion. You can kind of go to the depth you choose. Follow along with whatever pace is comfortable for you. But really, we're starting the squats with just a nice little warm-up, get the legs going. It should not be a fast pace. Then get down, we're gonna start with some push-ups. I didn't realize until I watched myself that my push-up form is not so good, but don't judge it. Just do your best. We're shooting for 15 here. Keep it slow and controlled. Maintain a core contraction. And then we're gonna flip over and get after some V-ups to hit the core. So trying to keep the legs nice and straight together. Get the shoulder blades up off the floor and keep the abs nice and tight. Shooting for 20 of these. All right, time for round 2. So we're just gonna do 3 rounds of that, same thing. So back to squats, 20, nice, slow and controlled. You can pick up the speed a little bit for the second round if you're feeling warmed up. If you're not doing it in the California sun, then you might need a little bit more time to get the legs warmed up. But if you're feeling good, pick up the pace, it's no problem. All right, round 3, breaking the sweat a little bit, get the squats moving a little faster. Still make sure you're keeping the form good, keeping the weight equal side to side, but this is just gonna prepare us for the rest of the workout. And again, the goal with this is if you can't get to the gym, obviously hitting the weights is gonna be more beneficial for strengthening the muscles, but of course not every time you can get to the gym. So it's just a good little substitute for you. Push-up form, slightly improved, but still not great. All right, and as we finish up with the abs here, we're gonna get into some single leg activity since that's where most sports are. Starting with the reverse lunge here into a high knee. So trying to keep the knee nice and stable over the toe. We're shooting for 15 on the one side and then switching to 15 on the other side. So I'll show you from the other angle in a second, but you wanna make sure that your knee is staying over top of the toe. Keep that center of mass engaged. A wobble, but it's okay. And the goal with the high knee is just to work with a little bit more single leg stability as you're going through the motion. All right, then we're going to get down into a side plank. Keeping the outside hip strong is super important for most sports. It gets undervalued a lot of times, but little side plank, easy to hold, 30 seconds. You can catch your breath after doing those lunges. We're gonna do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. I don't know what to do with my hand, so it goes in the air. You can do whatever you like with it. Try to keep your elbows, hips, and knees and feet all in one straight line. It'll help keep the core engaged a little more that way. All right, swing on around, 30 seconds on the other side. All right, then we're gonna hit the core again with some mountain climbers. This is really just to work the speed of the hip flexors while keeping that core engagement. So you're shooting for 20 on each side. Try to keep the hips at a pretty level pace, not bouncing up and down too much. And just drive the knees forward. All right, round 2 of the lunges. You should know what to do. We're just gonna cycle through that routine again. I thought about commentating through this whole routine, but I realized I don't have that many words to say. So I'll just come and go. I respect Tony Horton for making all these P90X videos because I still have all of his quotes playing in my head, but I don't have that many of my own original thoughts. So keep the form good, have a good time. All right, quick little inhale to catch more energy. It's time for round 3. The legs should be burning a little bit by now. If you're out in the sun like me, you're breaking the sweat a little. Just makes the workout feel a little more enjoyable. Okay, quick cut. Now we're going to start working on the hamstrings. Working at RDL. Again, balance is poor, but that's why we practice. So this should be mostly a hinge motion coming from the hip. You should feel this more in the back of the leg. The lunge comes from the knee. The hinge comes from the hip. You're trying to keep that leg, again, nice and stable over the foot. We're going for 15, and then we'll go 15 to the other side. And then I'll show you a side angle in a second so you can make sure your form is good, keeping that back nice and flat. All right, right leg, again, pushing the hips back, keeping the hinge, keep your back flat, and then keep your weight centered over the foot. This is one of the most important motions to help with landing. A lot of people, especially when they're young, tear their ACLs. If you can get a proper hinge and get the mechanics down, that will help decrease your risk of it happening. All right, the core for this round is pretty difficult. We're going from a push-up to a side plank. It's more just a way to keep the heart rate high because the single leg RDL with no weight is pretty simple, so I figured let's mix in a little more difficult for the whole body. If you can't, we're shooting for 20. If you can't hit 20, work on it. But secondarily, you can go for your knees or you can just limit the push-up and just go from one side plank to another side plank. I didn't do any modifications because I wanted to test it out to make sure the workout wasn't too difficult. But at home, do what fits for you. This is another drill that's good for proprioception and just kind of helping you feel your body awareness. Not that in most sports you're on the ground, but it's good for the brain to practice this. All right, quick little delay just to catch my breath because I'm probably a little tired. Of course, when we get after round 2, same thing, 15 RDLs on each side, and then right into the 20 push-ups into a side plank. By now, I'm getting tired. I gotta hype myself up sometimes. Take a look in the mirror, take a look in the phone. Remember that you're here to work hard. Time for round 3. The legs should definitely be feeling it by now. Upper body's probably getting a little tired as well, so that's when you really want to focus on the form. A lot of injuries happen when you get tired. That's why it's important to work your whole cardiovascular system, fatigue the body, and still maintain the form throughout. All right, last round of push-ups. I promise there's no more upper body stuff after this, so just give it your best shot. It's only 20. If you can't do 20 push-ups, yeah, we got some work to do. But good control, practice the balance, keep the core engaged. You got it. Great work, hopefully. Now time for some explosiveness. We're going for some split squats. You control the height of the jump. I want you to keep your weight a little bit forward so you keep the body weight on the front foot. We're alternating legs, shooting for 10 jumps on each side, so it's gonna be 20 up and down. The legs are definitely going to start burning, so make sure you keep that control. If it's not a jump and it's more of a step, that's okay. The core for this one is slightly easier. We're just working on like a modified dead bug. I want you to keep your knees bent with this so you don't irritate the hip flexors. Sometimes if you go straight legs, the hip flexors end up doing more work than the core. So you really want to maintain that low back pressed into the floor, I'm used to being in a clinic. Keep your head back, core tight, and just nice and alternating. We are shooting for, I think that's 10 on each side. Stop counting at some point. We're going to go 3 rounds of this as well. Squat jumps, heel taps. No delay. I think it's about this point that I was regretting waiting until the sun was highest in the day to do this, but it's okay. You gotta get your vitamin D in. A little extra sweat makes you focus more. It's no problem. All right, last round for the core. Make sure you're keeping that form good. This is a very easy exercise to just go through the motions and not focus on the form. But when you really isolate the core, you should feel a strong engagement, kind of like your abs are a cylinder, holding everything tight. This is one of the best ways to prevent back pain and just helps your body function in a more fluid, dynamic way. Nice job. We're almost there. We're just going to finish with a little bit of a quad burner. Just a classic wall sit. We're shooting for 30 seconds. Grab a timer or just follow along. And then right from here, we're going to get into 10 squat jumps. So just make sure you have enough space for once you're done the wall sit. No delay. Get into some jumps. Key with this is to fatigue the quads and then still work a little bit of explosiveness so you can maintain your form. All right, 30 seconds is up. No delay, just get into some jumps. The bouncier the better. Make sure you're really pushing through the toes as well. You want to get the full extension, ankles, knees, and hips. All right, just 10, but quick little delay. Catch your breath for a second. Nice inhale, exhale, bring the heart rate down. I think maybe we'll get 15 seconds. This is not a very scientific process. We're just breathing, relaxing, and then get ready for round 2. Apparently that felt like a long enough rest, so let's go. Sometimes wall sits are boring, but distract yourself. If you have an imaginary basketball, start dribbling it. The legs are definitely going to be tired by this point, but we only have one more round of this and then one last little exercise. You're doing great. Keep it going. If I yawn, that means I'm really tired. I haven't been in this apartment long enough to make friends with the neighbors, so I would love to know what they were thinking if they see me out here just jumping around. All right, round 3. I'm hyping myself up. I'll hype you up. Last round of jumps, keep the form good, get some explosiveness. Quads are going to be on fire. Those are not strong jumps to finish, but it's okay. All right, we're going to finish with a little hamstring burner. A lot of this exercise routine was quad focused. It's just kind of the nature of not having any equipment. This hamstring walkout bridge is going to burn the back of the legs though. So there's a couple different options. You want to keep the hips up, walk it out, and either walk back with your hips up, or when you walk out, you can drop the hips down, like so, and then bring the legs back to the starting position. So a couple different options there for you. We're just going for 10 reps overall. You choose how many steps you take, so the key is to keep the hips level as you're going out. This one definitely burns the hamstrings. Maybe you feel it in the low back if the core is a little fatigued. Don't beat yourself up, just give it your best effort. If you are going through this routine and you want to make sure you keep the hamstrings engaged, like if you don't have any equipment, sprinting is the best way to really work them. So either find a track, find some empty road where you can max out sprint. 60 to 100 meters is pretty good. That's going to be the best way to keep the hamstring recruitment going without any equipment. If you have a friend, you can do some Nordic hamstring curls as well, but that requires a friendless equipment. I lost count. I think that might have been 11, but it's okay. Workout's complete. Great work. Enjoy the rest of the day.